Well, hello, model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Raul, and Happy New Year to you guys for 2025 here. And right now, I'm just going through and looking at all the ones I actually completed for 2024. As you can see, it's been a bit more of a productive year for me. I did get a bit more hobby time apparently, and it shows right here. So, got a bit more done than I normally do. Roughly, I'm averaging one a month. Did 12 last year, I think 10 and 12, and vice versa. But doing these videos for you does take a little bit of time in there as well. So I mentioned it before. It's really like four hobbies going on here at once. Building the model cars, collecting the model cars, doing the videos for the channel, and then last but not least is reading and researching and enjoying learning about the cars as well. So, it's kind of four hobbies all wrapped up in one here, really. But being a car nut and can't afford, to have a garage full of the real ones, got to do it in scale. But anyway, we'll start to get into these. First, many thanks for all of you guys that watching the channel, been following the channel. I've passed the 5-year mark this year, and approaching 14,000 subscribers. And last year I broke 10,000 subscribers. So that's quite a bit of growth just in the 1 year, and I'm loving it and enjoying it, and I have to. This is fun for me. This is my relaxation. Get away from reality and work and build on these things and just enjoy them and share them with you. So, and then also got to thank Mark at Hobby Nut Models for sponsoring the channel and helping me out and keeping me up to date on the newest kits that are coming out, and getting my hands on some of them, and building them and enjoying them, and all that comes along with that. And he's a big supporter of the channel, and a lot of the guys on YouTube, he supports a lot of them. So thank you, Mark, for that, and all of you guys that you're constantly watching the channel, commenting, giving me tips, and pointing out some things that I may have missed or whatnot as I'm building them. I don't have an issue with any of that or any of the questions on why I did something a certain way. And, there are other ways to do some things, but, I do things a little different, and whatever just works for me. And some things, have been working so well for me that I don't really like to change them, and I'll stick with what I've become familiar with, but I don't preach to you guys that it has to be done that way. That's just the way I do it. And, everybody's a little bit different in that respect. But anyway, going through here, there's quite a number here, which has kind of surprised me. Some of these, most of these have been on the channel. Some have not been shown yet, and I literally just completed them. Some of them will be delayed a little bit on that. So getting into some of these, and some of these are really old builds. There's 16 here, but technically 15 of them are, completed. Depending on when I started them, so it's kind of funny. This is the one that I'll say is, not really going that far back, but this is a very old build of mine, and I had initially tore it apart. I robbed some parts off of it. I took this air cleaner off and used this base, so this is the only part that's not original to this build. The air cleaner part is, but the actual base here. But it's kind of funny as I procured it for another build, and this car was going to be redone and rebuilt, and I collected a whole nother body for parts. I collected resin parts for it, and then I had my original build here. It was pretty much, and I've kind of shown it on the channel in bits and pieces here and there, but this year I decided to put it back together. Just not do anything with it. I have another one that I built on the channel. I've got a couple more unbuilt kits. I've got those resin parts. So it became the nostalgia of keeping my original build intact. So I basically glued it all back together, cleaned it up, replaced that one missing part, and pretty much it's going back into the display case. Another one that's kind of there but not there, this 96 Viper, which was on the channel, 95 Viper. I started this back in 96. Never finished it. So this is one that I built on the channel, and I lost some parts, acquired parts kits. So I literally have enough to build 2 of them, but I built that one on the channel and showed you guys. Got my Vanishing Point 70 Challenger. This is the AMT kit. and it has the convertible roof, and I'd never actually molded the roof on. So one of the days I was thinking about body work, I kind of jumped on and did that one. This is the brand new 71 Demon 340 kit that AMT came out with. And, I had to build that one even though I've got resin kits to do it. But, now that it's all in one kit and there really isn't a whole lot of fitting, I built this one. And this one was on the channel. This was sponsored by Mark at Hobby Nut Models. And here's another one that's kind of fun. Ferrari here, but not a Ferrari. It's kind of funny to think that this is the only Corvette I built this year. Got tons of Corvette models, but somehow I didn't actually build one this year. But, it's the Miami Vice Ferrari Daytona, which is Corvette, and the model kit is mostly Corvette. So this one falls in there as kind of a Corvette, a kit car. But so I did the one Miami Vice car. I had to do the other one. And this one is Angelo's fault from Angelo's Workbench. He was over, we were visiting, and he bought one of the kits, so I pulled out my kit, and we were working on them on the kitchen table and doing a little build session and just hanging out, talking, sharing stories, and building these. So that's his fault, but it's not. That's part of the fun of doing it. But that also led, since I built the white one, I also picked up the Testarossa convertible from Monogram, which is, pretty much the same thing as that Miami Vice version of it. So this one I built as the Outrun car. I built this on my channel from the video game because when I see the Testarossa Spider, that's what I think of as that car. Another one that was a lot of fun. This was kind of a rebuild project / resin project eBay purchase. This is a 67 Mustang GTA. Has some resin parts on it. Something I've long wanted to build, and I think I got it in 2017 as far as the rebuilder goes. And it was, started, but not. So that's another one that did it. This one was right out of the box, mostly. I did some tweaking to it, but this is the Model King Plymouth Satellite altered wheelbase car, which, a lot of fun and great kit. And I built two of these. So this is one of the ones I finished early in the year. And along with that is the Dave Strickler version right there. This one's going to be featured real soon, as I just finished it. But, here's another one that I picked up. And a lot of fun. And, being that I really didn't have to do much to it, there's a little bit of tweaking I did to it. I'll get into the video on that one. But enjoyed building that one. Another one that was just, off and on my desk was this 91 Mustang here from Monogram, which comes with this wing. I changed the taillights, made my own hood using one of the Boss 351 hoods, cut it up, molded it in, used the paint from Scale Finishes on this one. This is the Mystic paint for the 96 Cobra. So use that. That's from, I didn't get it from, no, it's Scale Finishes. This one's Scale Finishes. But this is one that's, just love these Fox bodies as customs and whatnot, and I wanted to build one like this, and I actually just off and on and finished it this year. Here's another one that's kind of the channel's fault, as I did kit history, and I kind of enjoyed doing those, but I had to acquire a few kits to do that. So this is an annual 69 Cougar, and it has some of its own flaws, but it was pretty much a not quite the mint one. I got two of them. One was really nice and mint. I used that for the channel as far as showing the box contents. And then I had this one that had a painted body. And Super Clean sponsored a couple of videos. They gave me some product to strip it, even though I used their product already. So I stripped the body on this one. And since it was ready to go, I decided I was going to paint that. And it happened to be that I really saw this as the same color as the Viper. So because I decided I was going to paint them green, I ended up doing both of them almost simultaneously. So that's one that got done on the channel because of that. And acquiring the vintage kit, because I had a different one to do. I had a later kit, but not much later. Another one that the channel kind of sparked is this one right here, my 57 Cameo. Great kit. Pretty intimidating with all the bed panels and getting everything to fit. So I think that's one of the things that made me kind of put it off and then decided to jump on it because I did a video of the glass fitting, what the differences are and all the different, because I had 4 different versions of the kit, and they each had a little bit different glass and tweaks. So I had 4 or 5 kits, so I decided to look them over, and that one's kind of, Model Car Video's fault, because he did a video and he was talking about it. So I did a video, then I got motivated to, well, let's see how well it fits after paint and clear coat and foil and everything, which built up the gap a little bit. So that one got done. This is one that was kind of, I didn't know what to do. I didn't really have a whole plan. I got one of the 71 Mustang Mach 1 kits from Mark at Hobby Nut Models, another sponsored build. And one of the things that's kind of nice with having a sponsorship like him and not right from Revell is I can build it any way I want. That is whatever I do with it, whether I feature it, not build it, or build it, whatever I do, it's all on me. So I kind of had some fun with this one. I got a wide body kit from Iceman Collections. I swapped in the different motors, so it's got another motor in it, also from Iceman, and some amps and stereo equipment. I was just having some fun with this. I didn't know what direction I was going to go, what I was going to do, but went ahead and just kind of jumped in with this one and just let my imagination run wild, and really love the results of this thing. Definitely not something I would normally build, but that was a lot of fun. And then one of the last ones here is this Porsche 911 slant nose. This was kind of motivated by some of the other channels where they were doing a Porsche group build, and I built one a long time ago, and I decided, I'll play with this one a little bit. I had a couple of kits, so I went ahead and did that one as well, and finished it this particular year. But it was kind of fun. I didn't officially enter the thing, but I just got motivated by all of those videos. So I don't think I really missed any of them here. I've got this one in the back. That's my Dick Landy Dart. That's for the USAC build. That I'll show that completed, even though I got it done now, but the completed video will come later when we show all of our finished builds on that one. And then last but not least, this 64 Chevelle SS convertible. Now, I just, you just saw the video on this. This is another one that was sponsored by Hobby Nut Models. And just had some fun with this, but I always wanted to build a convertible version of one of these cars. I just love the convertible. It's a bit boxy, but that's what I like about it versus the roof that it comes with. So I finished this one, and I didn't have a 64 Chevelle finished. I had a bunch of them, but never actually built one. So that was one that I was just super excited about doing, and it was a fun project, and it really didn't fight me. It really went really well. So really pleased with all of that. So that should complete all of these builds and everything that I've enjoyed and done this year. And I hope next year will be just as productive. I'll do a separate video showing you guys some of the kits I have acquired and some of the ones that I want to get to this next year. But there's just so many, and I've got so many I've been playing with. I kind of pre-start them or whatever, play with them a little bit, and sometimes I just get really excited and motivated to work on some of those. And then I still have another 30 or 40 starter kits off to the side that have work to them, and some of them are more than halfway done, and pull some of those out and build some of those as well. So there's plenty of things to do and show you. I don't have a clear vision of exactly what my next build is going to be. I've got a couple that are pretty far in the pipeline, but really haven't shown them much on the channel other than the 71 Hornet SC360 from Missing Link, his resin kit. That one I'm going to get started, so that's going to be one of the first ones. But some of the other kits, I don't know, but it'd be quite a few box stock builds here. But you guys, I just wanted to share all of the completed ones, or the actual ones that I've built this year that you guys have seen. All of them been on the channel at one point in time. Not always the full build, but they've been kind of on there. And a couple of them are here that are, they're done, but the videos aren't done. But you guys, thank you for tuning in, subscribing, and all your comments and support and everything. I really do appreciate it, you guys. And you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time.